Here in Shawnee, Oklahoma, the Bisons run their record to 5-1 with a 50-33 victory over Oklahoma Baptist. And, Coach, just your initial thoughts on the football game. That was quite a battle, and your football team comes out on top and puts 50 on the board.
It was, I tell you what. And you know, I've told the guys several times this year, you know, when we've had some games when the defense really played lights out and the offense kind of seemed to struggle. And I said, guys, there's going to be a day. There's going to be a day when the offense carries us, and we're going to need them to, and they did. I mean, they were unbelievable. I mean, this is one of the best performances from our offense we've had in a long time. You know, we were never stopped, and we gave the ball away twice, fumbled twice, which is obviously the giant negative. But you know, when you go on the road versus a good football team at their place, and you never punt the football, just so impressed with the offense and the way they got after it. And, you know, defense was challenged. You know, that their quarterback and receivers are fantastic, and we got put in some tough spots, and penalties were kind of frustrating, but just really proud of that victory right there.
I know a start's always important on the road. I thought the defense got off to a great start on the road. Offense did too. Only 3 offensive plays from Oklahoma Baptist in that first quarter.
Yeah, you know, it felt like, hey, we're going to roll these guys. But I'm not sure, was that our only 3 and out of the game? I think it might have been. But, yeah, for us to get the ball back and drive the length of the field and punch it in and use a bunch of clock, that was a big deal. And, you know, the first half went the way we wanted it to go until the turnover. You know, we really were suffocating them big time. But, you know, if you give the ball away, you're going to get beat. I thought, you know, the 2 giveaways and then that onside kick that we tried, you know, it was there, and he just didn't let the ball go far enough. But if we convert that, maybe it's not a ball game, but it doesn't matter. You know, we don't want to be guys that talk about stats. The number one stat is the W, and we got a W, and I'm proud of the boys.
There's so many big plays in that second half, and after Oklahoma Baptist had scored, got to within 1 score again, your football team, you get the blocked extra point from Beyonte Williams, and then Corey Beatty goes and gets 2 points on special teams.
Well, that was a giant play because we missed the extra point, and so we needed a 2-point conversion somewhere. And so that was a giant play, and then their 2-point conversion when they went for it, and then Jay Marshall had the sack right there. That kept it a 2-score game. That felt huge right there. But you know, there were so many giant plays, in that ball game, and just, man, I'm really, really proud of the boys. We feel very blessed to be able to, not do things perfect and still get a win and keep this thing rolling. So.
And Cole Chansey, 233 yards on the ground, and most yardage rushing for him in a game. And he had the 75-yard touchdown there late that I thought was really, really a big play. And then Preston Payton followed up on the very next offensive play with a 43-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. You know, what's neat is that Mike Van Landingham, who is an old Bison, he's the guy that Cole almost broke his record a few weeks ago with 38 carries. Mike had 40 a long time ago, and so he was here, and those guys got to meet, and a lot of mutual respect right there. But yeah, I can't say enough about everybody, the way the offense executed, and Cole and Preston and the O-line, and it was just fantastic.
Yeah, and homecoming next week. I know we want to see a great crowd, and it's a big week with the Huckabee Fieldhouse, the dedication next week.
No doubt. We would love to see as many old Bisons as possible. You know, there's a chance of rain in the forecast. Hey, that rain's going to go away, but guess what? We got an indoor. We'll all go in that indoor and we'll party together and celebrate the Fieldhouse and Coach Huck and brotherhood and every bit of it. So if you're not sure you can make it, you need to make it. You need to figure out a way. We would love to have the biggest crowd and the biggest brotherhood, biggest family time we ever had at Harding in our history. Come be with us.
All right, Paul Simmons, always great to be with you. Congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Billy.
Again, the Bisons win it 50-33 here in Shawnee, Oklahoma.